So how do we go from zero to over $10,000 a month with SMMA in less than 30 days? That's what we're going to be going through today for you crazy people that want to get rich quick. But first of all, let me shatter your dreams. Get rich quick schemes simply do not exist. SMMA, or digital marketing, is a real tangible business model which has been around for years and years that requires resilience, determination and drive for you to be successful. But the beauty of it is anybody from all walks of life, from no matter where they are in the world, no matter what their experience level, can start a digital marketing agency and kickstart their entrepreneurship journey, build a wildly profitable business that will give them financial and time freedom. So today I'm going to give you a hypothetical roadmap of exactly what I would do if I was starting a brand new agency tomorrow to hit $10,000 a month within 30 days of launching. Now, the first thing we need to do is choose our service, something that is easy to learn for a beginner and something that's going to get quick return on investment for our clients. This is usually digital advertising of some sort, like Facebook ads or Google ads or YouTube ads or SEO, even email marketing, graphic design or videography. So your services are endless to choose from, right? When you're starting a digital marketing agency, you can literally pick anything based on your interest, your experience, but just make sure it's something that gets quick return on investment. Now, if you're watching this, you've got no experience with marketing whatsoever, that's fine, neither did I. I always recommend new start agencies to go for what I call the lowest hanging fruit in digital advertising, and that is Facebook ads. Facebook ads are a highly effective way for you to get your potential customers' products right in the hands of their ideal customer. We're in a world addicted to our mobile phones, everybody's mindlessly scrolling through their feeds. Facebook ads give us the ability to hijack that news feed and put a product that's targeted to the individual right in their hands, and we can sell it to them. So we can get quick, traceable return on investment for our clients. So that's what we need to do first. Choose a service that gets quick return on investment. Now we can start lead generation. Now, lead generation is essentially putting together a hit list or a lead database of all of the potential customers that we want to reach out to and pitch our chosen service to. Now, if you're looking to scale as quickly as possible, put together a list of at least 100 people before you then start reaching out to those businesses. Now, when you're first starting, again, the best thing to do is start off local, because we don't have any experience. We don't have existing case studies. The majority of people don't have any testimonials because we don't have any clients. So we need some kind of common ground with the business owners we are reaching out to and pitching, and that common ground is going to be being local to that company. They're going to be more inclined to want to actually speak to us. So look at all the companies in your local area, and if you're trying to scale really quickly, do not be fussy. Anybody that you think could benefit from your service, put them on your list and make sure you get the business owner's details. We need to make sure we have a decision maker, so we're not wasting our time with a marketing manager or a secretary. So find the business owner's details, go on their website, go on their about page, look at them on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, look at them on Companies House if you're on the UK, find their details, their email address, their phone number, and ideally their social media as well, and compile it in a spreadsheet so you have your hit list ready to go for you to start outreaching. Now, a lot of people, when they're first starting out, underestimate how long it takes to actually find people's contact details, how long it takes to generate leads. But you should aim to not exceed 10 minutes per lead when you're putting together your hit list. If you can't find details within 10 minutes, then move on to the next company. So we've got a hit list. We know who we're trying to reach out to. We've got all the business owners' details. Now we actually need to outreach them. Now, I would always recommend following a multi-platform strategy. Hit people from all angles. If you're going to call 5 of your friends, or you needed to contact 5 of your friends, you wouldn't call absolutely all of them. You know, one of them is absolutely useless at picking up the phone. One of them never checks their Instagram DMs. One of them is only on WhatsApp. And so when we are reaching out to business owners, we need to follow that same strategy. Hit them from absolutely all angles that we can. Okay, so if we have their Instagram, message them on Instagram. If we have a phone number, call them as well. If we have an email address, then send them over an email. Follow a multi-platform strategy so we can squeeze as many yeses or nos out of every single potential customer. The most important thing here is that we follow up after every contact as well. So every 2 to 3 days, follow up with that contact until you get a yes or a no from them on securing a meeting so you can then pitch your services. But never be pressured to pitch before you actually secure a meeting. Your goal when you're outreaching is to secure a meeting with that business owner so you can then pitch your services at a later date. Now, the most important thing with your outreach and signing up clients when you're first starting out is not your method or your strategy, it's your numbers. Sales is a numbers game, and an agency is dependent on sales. So we need to set some pretty rigorous targets if you want to scale to $10,000 within 30 days. So I would recommend you reaching out to 20 new businesses per day when you're first starting out if you want to scale very, very quickly. So that's 20 new companies that you haven't contacted before, and then you want to have another 20 follow-ups on that on top of you. So within 30 days, if you're working 5 days a week, you've reached out to around 400 potential customers, right? 400 potential customers, let's say even 2 or 5% of those customers converted into a meeting, right? That's between 8 and 20 meetings that you've had within your first 30 days. You've got a pretty good chance of securing multiple clients from 8 to 20 meetings, even if you are a complete sales rookie. So the most important thing is we religiously make sure we hit our targets every single day. Because at the end of the day, to hit $10,000 in our agency, all we need is 5 clients paying us $2,000 a month, or 10 clients paying $1,000, or even 1 client who's paying us a percentage deal where we're getting a percentage of the return on investment we're getting for them. We have multiple clients that pay us multiple 5 figures on a monthly basis because we have them on a commission basis. So 8 to 20 meetings, you've got a pretty great chance of hitting $10,000, even if you screw the majority of those up. So stick to your targets. Now, realistically, this isn't a 5-minute job. You're going to be having to work probably 6 to 8 hours per day to reach out to 20 new companies a day, including the lead generation and follow up with 20 other businesses, making sure that you're personalizing every single bit of outreach you make. If you're copy and pasting the same message to every single person, you have no chance of building a successful agency, regardless how quick or how slow you want to scale. It's so important that you give respect to the prospects that you're reaching out to. A prospect is another word for a lead, okay? So make sure you personalize every bit of outreach. So send them a personal message, send them a compliment about something that's going on in their company. Speak about something that's happening in the local area at the moment. Have something that makes that person feel like they are not just a number with some copy and pasted message, because there is no bigger turnoff in sales than copy and paste unpersonalized outreach. So invest the time to make sure that you're putting in the graft and you're giving the respect to each and every one of your leads, so they can then give you and reciprocate that respect by saying yes to having a meeting with you. So yeah, be prepared to put in the graft here, guys. You're not just going to be doing this and working 2 hours a day and scale up to this level. So yeah, targets. The most important thing. And this is actually probably the main area that people struggle or fail when they're first starting their agency or any business. They can't keep themselves accountable and they can't stick to those targets because it's not going to be easy. I'm not here to butter this up for you. You're going to be told no way more times than you're going to be told yes, okay? Some people will hang up on you. Some people just will never respond and you get really frustrated wondering why. But that is the job of any resilient business owner. They can take all of those no's, turn them into positive lessons, learn what they did wrong, and adapt themselves for the next time they reach out to someone. You're going to get a lot of rejections in your early days, and it's your job to realize that's all part of the process and be resilient enough to continue, wake up the next day, wipe a clean slate, and reach out to those 20 new businesses. Now, I get that it's not easy for people who haven't been in a position, a sales-based role before. I was gifted that I had been in corporate sales beforehand, and so I already had that determination and resilience to always continue. But for those of you who are just starting out, you're watching this video thinking, do you know what, I'm gonna follow this roadmap today, and I'm gonna hit 10K as quickly as I possibly can. Then I would recommend you trying to find an accountability partner. Find somebody else who is on the same journey as you, or at the same stage as their journey as you, right? Somebody who's going to start off and commit to scaling to 10,000 a month as quickly as they possibly can as well. Somebody who's going to follow the same targets as you. Check in with them every single day via WhatsApp. Send each other a message. Find out how many people they've reached out to and put pressure on that other person if they are slacking. Now, as human beings, we have this competitive urge to do better than other people, right? The majority of us do, especially if we want to get into entrepreneurship. So what this is going to do is it's going to motivate you and push you to be successful, especially if you see this other person signing other clients and taking over you. In fact, do you know the easiest place to find one? Right here. Everybody who's watching this video right now, comment down below and say that you want an accountability partner if you want one. And do me a favor, guys, if you're watching this and you want one, comment on somebody else's comment and let them know that you're happy to be it. Link up with each other and hold each other accountable, like their success depends on yours. Actually, we have a giveaway on the channel at the moment at the time of recording this. We're giving away a 27-inch iMac 5K Retina display. For everybody that comments and does that, takes that initiative, I will add you to that giveaway so you have a chance of winning that giveaway too. There is a link in the description if you want to enter that. There are a whole heap of other ways that you can do that. But it's really important when you're first starting out that you have other people that you can relate to, because it's hard to relate to your friends and your family. It's hard for them to keep you motivated when they're not doing the same thing as you and you don't have any competitive streak against you, or you don't have anything which is pushing you to do better than somebody else who isn't doing the same thing as you. So get an accountability partner. Now, for those of you wanting to take things a step further, in the Affluent Academy, our agency training course, we have an accountability program where for 30 days, we hold the hands of our students and we get them to where they need to be. We have one-on-one regular check-in phone calls. We break down what they're struggling with at the moment and how they can overcome their personal hurdles. And most importantly, we hold them accountable for their sales targets through a sales tracker that we've built in-house. Now, last week, Connor, one of our coaches, he took on 6 new mentees, and 3 out of those 6 have already signed up clients within their first week, and one of them signed up 3 clients within their first 5 days. That is how well this works. Accountability is what glues together everything you need to be successful, everything you need to do to be successful within your agency. And that is sticking to your targets, making sure you have a good strategy in doing that as well. So if you want to check that out, click the link in the description. So, to summarize, we need to choose our service. We need to get lead generation, start off local. We then need to make sure we set some really solid targets, 20 new businesses a day, 20 follow-ups as well. And then we need somebody to hold us accountable to those targets. That is what I would do if I was starting an SMMA and I wanted to scale to $10,000 a month within 30 days. Cool. That's it from me. Cheers.